I'm still here, if you're wondering, sir. It all just takes longer than expected.
I know the situation. No need to explain yourself, Doctor. We're in this together.
I've reached the top. The doctor discovered something new from here. Something he called bushes.
Huh. I've heard that term before.
In their conversations between Koval and Gorski.
No, Yasna. You're the one who reported it to me. Right after you landed.
Seriously? Well, I don't see anything like it now, sir. Wait. Koval noted down the parameters. Azimuth 350. Distance 200 meters.
Copy that. I'm sending the probe.
Got it. I see the bushes.
And the doctor?
Hard to tell. Visibility is poor. It's gonna be harder than before. I don't know how the doctor...
When it comes to finding a safe route, there won't be a problem. But you'll have to get there on your own 2 feet.
I suppose the probe will carry out the first task. It's capable yet?
Of course. I set the environment analysis mode. The probe will calculate the best route between your location and your destination. It'll guide you along the defined path. The calculations will only take a moment.
Hi, Olga. Lead the way. I must say, it's a clever device, this probe of ours. Hey, can it fly for this long?
Yes. Longer than you can stand on your feet.
Sounds like the perfect research unit. Maybe even better than a human.
Well, let's not exaggerate.
Of course, I wasn't being serious. However helpful they may be, they're still just tools in the hand of man, often faulty. Oh, we have a problem.
Something serious?
I already mentioned the faulty machines, right? Well, the route determined by the algorithm goes over a chasm.
I can repeat the command.
No. I'll go around.
Unfortunately, this is an outdated model. Such mistakes are inevitable. But the perception module itself has already been greatly improved. Its accuracy increases exponentially.
Exponentially? Can you imagine us, proteinaceous creatures, developing so quickly, sir?
No, not in the course of evolution. You can't perfect a person like that.
That's right, you can't. We wait thousands of years for visible changes.
Have you started to fear for your position?
Maybe they can be improved rapidly, but these are only selected modules. Algorithms. There's still a long way to go to develop an artificial brain that would even slightly reflect the complexity of the human one.
Yes, we probably won't live to see that.
Probably not. Besides, no intelligent machine would take this job. Shh. Astrogator, can you hear that?
What am I supposed to be hearing?
That's the point. Nothing. Silence. We're talking about robots, and Dr. Gorski still hasn't spoken on the channel.
Well, I don't know. He must be a long way from here.
Dr. Gorski, are you here somewhere? These bushes are kind of weird.
You better stay away, Doctor. I'd like a brief description. Just keep a distance.
Allow me to use the language I would use to describe living forms, sir.
Of course.
So they look like pituitary, brush-like formations. They grow out of cracks in the bare rock. Astrogator, Gorski's not here. I'm afraid he continued to explore. And if he went where I think he did, he might have lost contact with the camp as well as Dragonfly.
So we will most likely lose contact too.
Possibly. Well, there's only one way to be certain. It's your decision, sir.
Please continue your search. Where? Stop. I'm going to the doctor.
The line's breaking up, but I understood. I'll let you know, sir, when I come out of the tunnel.
Altitude 24,000. Speed 250. Going smoothly, Hopper. Already at 12,000. Throttle down. 30 seconds till touchdown. Everything's looking good. Over?
Roger that. All systems work.
Altitude 5,000. Ignition 10%. I record data dropout, but otherwise still looking good. Entering final descent.
Copy. Entering final. Hopper has landed. I repeat, Hopper has landed. Astrogator, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Any side effects? Landing wasn't too hard on you?
All good? Spine still in one piece. No signs of overstrain. Not even shortness of breath.
Perfect. Hopefully the hike to camp goes just as smoothly.
I'm going outside.
Visibility?
100%. The dust has already settled. I've located the second lander. Our people are still on this planet.
Ah, very good. I was afraid they might try to fly off, which wouldn't be the best idea given the loss of communication with Dragonfly. What about that lander, Yasna? You think our people tried to fly away on it?
I seriously doubt it. Looks like a bad malfunction to me.
But I'm taking Hopper out of here. We can't afford to lose this lander too.
We've gotten out of worse than this. Equipment breaks from time to time, that's normal. But now,
Go ahead. What's bothering you?
this lack of communication. It takes too long. Especially considering there's a cyberneticist amongst them.
Yes, it worries me too.
Whoa. Damn. You were right, Cobble. It's beautiful here. have an object in sight. This is where they searched the ocean's biocenosis.
Meaning... Oh, where they caught that fish, right?
Yeah. They stopped here first, then walked along the coastline northward.
Correct. But I think you might consider taking a shortcut towards the east, straight to the camp.
They stopped for a break.
How do you know? Are there any signs of the crew?
I found a cigarette butt and a pack. Someone was smoking here.
So, they didn't give a damn about the regulations.
Disrupting the ecosystem.
That's not the point. I understand you want to minimize the effects of our interference here, Doctor, but the mission's safety is at stake. I don't think I have to explain to you the dangers of igniting a dusty atmosphere. Preserving the integrity of Regis 3's already extinct ecosystem is not a priority in this scenario. Negligible, actually.
That's true. It's just, apart from keeping our crew safe, I also have academic concerns.
That's completely understandable, Doctor. However, we must focus on the mission. It has the highest priority, always.
Forgive me, but such thinking is an anti-example of the galactocentric code. We should explore other worlds. Well, excuse my interruption, sir. Can you please confirm that I'm on the correct route?
Yes, I confirm. This rate will reach the camp within an hour. So, continue.
Whether in the solar system, in the far reaches of the Milky Way, or in a completely different galaxy.
I've heard a thing or two about galactocentrism. Do not meddle in other non-human matters. Seize the void, but do not attack that which has developed its own equilibrium over millions of years. Do not consider anything other than human as either better or worse. It all sounds beautiful, Doctor, but no one will be...
This route may be faster, but it's not the easiest. Anyway, back to our conversation.
Or someone else's well-being. In my opinion, this is an idealized doctrine of scientists who spend most of their lives idly gazing at the sky.
Like me?
Not at all. You are actively involved in space exploration, Doctor.
What is this? Astrogator, I found a peculiar inorganic structure. It looks like some spiky metal growths.
Artificial plants? Is spontaneous growth possible with this type of structure?
I've never seen anything like this. I wish I had time to run some tests.
When...
I feel nauseous. Suddenly. That's not it. I feel darkness. Hang on. Are you there? Over. I guess that's a no.
I'm back.
Is everything all right?
Yes, all good. They're already in the infirmary on life support. You found them in time.
Yes. Maybe them. But Maritz.
You're too hard on yourself, Yasna. As usual.
But if I...
Please stop. If it's a very cruel word, you don't deserve its torment.
Guess I know where Gorska was going. I confirm. Gorski was here. His rope is still hanging from the slope.
That's a good sign. Since he left it, he intends to come back this way.
But why hasn't he yet? I'm going down after him. Tell me one more thing. When it comes to Marit, are you going to use a grave tapper?
Yes, I'm considering that as a possibility. And what is your opinion? Should we look into our brain? Just a report.
One sec. Oh, I'm at the end of the rope.
Isn't that good?
Not at all.
What do you mean?
I'm stuck. I'm hanging with all my weight on the rope, away from the wall. There's still a fair few meters left to the ground.
Can you go back?
Using just my hands, strapped with all this extra weight? No, not a chance.
What if you sway?
No good. I can't reach anything.
Any other ideas?
I can just jump off.
Is that safe?
A substantial fall on unsteady ground. This is hardly a maneuver that I would describe as safe.
So let's take a moment to analyze the situation.
I'm thinking, if Gorski went down this way and didn't break anything...
Yeah, we don't know that, Yasna. He could keep going even with injuries.
All right, so do you have another idea? Oh, will I be hanging like this until the end of time itself?
There is a certain possibility, or rather uncertain, but maybe it's worth trying.
I'm listening.
Can you see the probe?
Yes. It's flying near me.
Good. If I instructed it to fly as close as possible to you, you could grab onto it.
You sure it will hold me?
That I cannot guarantee.
All right, let's give it a try.
I'm entering the instruction. You must guide me.
2 meters forward. Stop, that's enough.
You have a really good eye. Exactly 2 meters. Is the maneuver complete?
You could say so. I fell from a lower height. It was a soft landing, though.
We had our last contact with Regis a few minutes after noon. Even then, Dr. Gorski was walking alone.
Damn. This place is amazing. It's all made up of these structures. Except they don't look like creations of nature anymore.
Maybe that's why Dr. Gorski, not to mention the Alliance...
Well, if we're looking for something on this planet, this could be it. These structures form entire multi-story complexes. They look like a city.
Are you saying that...
No. There's no point in jumping to conclusions yet. Left or right? The height of the entire complex is over 100 meters. Even 150.
And all made of this metal?
to a significant degree. If something were to live here,
Yes?
it would have to be very small, like insects. On the other hand, there's no flora around to support such organisms. Dr. Gorski set up the flags.
So, he kept going, despite the lack of communication with the rest.
Are you receiving a signal?
What signal?
From Dr. Gorski.
No, none. Why are you asking?
He tried to open up a connection, set up a transmitter.
There's nothing on the comms, but I'll check the record history. Please give me a moment.
All right. I'll squeeze through the passage.
2 more hours.
Huh?
That's all Gorski has left of oxygen, at best.
And at worst?
He's just finishing it up, though it all depends on his activity.
Unfortunately, I can't go any faster.
Of course. I should have kept it to myself.
No. You did the right thing, sir. I prefer to have a full overview of the situation. We've gone over everything in that area. Ah! I see the probe. Has it found anything?
It's not making any measurements at the moment.
Oh, why?
The overload protection is activated. Until I do a reset, it's...
Is it because of my flight?
It's... Worry about it.
It's a bit like Pando.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about, Doctor.
A colony of populous tremoloids. American aspen. The new trees grow not from seeds, but from root suckers of old trees. As a result, it's one giant organism, thousands of years old.
So you're in a dead metal forest?
Huh, that does sound bizarre. Though maybe.
Doctor, something has been recorded after all. But there are plenty of errors in the transmission header.
Well then, sir, play it. Maybe we'll finally find out what's going on with the doctor.
Let's hope so.
Gorski to base. I repeat, this is Gorski. Base, come in.
No doubt, it's him. Now let's keep listening. But as soon as you report anything, Doctor, I'll stop the recording.
Bugger. No confirmation again. I report. I've made an amazing discovery. Geometric.
I can see the relay up close. Looks broken. This is starting to look like a deliberate diversion to me.
You may be right. The question is, who's behind all these disruptive activities?
That I don't know, sir.
Maybe let's go back to the recording.
A thicket of bushy, pointed rods and slats. Mostly iron, but not only. Molybdenum, carbon, tungsten. Altogether similar to a giant integrated circuit. A million swarm of tangled cables. Not a trace of electric current, polarity, not even residual magnetism. Maybe once upon a time, centuries ago, petawatts or exawatts of power flowed this way. To compare with something, it's probably a machine. Some kind of information collective structure. Maybe it was some kind of electronic brain. It makes me think of the Lyrans, a race of extinct sentient beings. Supposedly, they knew about light astrogation before we invented the wheel. They had to save themselves from the explosion of Nova. They sent ships. The remains of those ships have been found, ashed to a chip glued together. I've seen hypothetical schematics. The structures here remind me of those. Okay, moving on. readings.
Well, that's it. What follows is just a humming noise. Any thoughts, Doctor?
So far, it all leads to one conclusion. This is not a place for a man. Nor for any humanoids.
Then who is it for?
Maybe it's really an alien technology. Those Lyrans.
As far as I know, all information about the Lyran civilization is just guesswork. Many consider Lyrans to be just a myth, so I wouldn't take it too seriously.
Well, I think there might be something to it. There are more traces, this time handprints, and a drop detector.
What? Did I hear you right?
Yes, sir, you heard correctly. I'm afraid we must be ready for any eventuality.
Well, that doesn't mean we should assume the worst. I still believe you'll find him, Doctor.
Ouch!
Yes, now what is it?
I took a shortcut.
On purpose?
Not really. Finally! I have his position. Not yet. Gorski, are you here? It's me, Yasna.
Still not.
Yeah. I found his backpack. You know what that means, sir? Oh, there he is. I see him. He's lying in a sinkhole. Almost there. Got him. He's not moving. Gorski! Gorski! Look at me! His eyes are closed.
Is he breathing?
He's alive, but barely.
Did he react in any way?
Saturation is within the lower range. Risk of tissue hypoxia.
And the reactions?
Gorski! Come on!
Calm down, Doctor. Get him out of there. The probe's already looking for a landing site.
Okay. Let me just... I'm pulling him out. Done. He's out. I activated his SOS. You should pick up a transmission with his parameters, sir. Well?
Nothing. The transmitter in the suit must be too weak.
Should I retrieve his booster from the backpack?
No point. Better to set up a relay. We have to do it anyway so that Hopper can land this maze. Have a preliminary scan of your surroundings. There's an open area nearby. You have to move Gorski there. The probe will guide you.
But he's not stable. I must share my oxygen with him, Astrogator.
You'd need a spare for that. The protocol doesn't provide for connecting two suits at the same time.
In that case, I'll give him my tank.
Negative. I won't allow it, Yasna. If you faint, the doctor won't carry you.
The membrane looks intact.
What did you say? I didn't hear you.
Hold on, Gorski.
I still can't hear you, Doctor. Please repeat.
Don't be angry, sir. But
But what? Please go ahead.
after careful consideration, I gave Gorski my tank. We still don't know when you'll send the lander, so I can't leave him without oxygen.
Doctor, I explicitly told you not to. Let's hope Arthur can finish the job if you're both unconscious. Are you out in the open already?
Sort of. Yes.
Once you set up the translator, I should start receiving Gorski's signal. There it is. Pulse, heart rate, saturation, almost within the range. What was that?
I don't know. Everything is shaking. No! No! I caught the probe. I'm... Fuck! Flying!
What's the choice?